Breaking news, please like, share, subscribe and click the bell icon. Labour government under Keir Starmer. The UK's political landscape continues to revolve around Prime Minister Keir Starmer and the Labour Party, which won a decisive victory in the 2024 general election. Labour's majority is notable for being achieved with one of the smallest popular vote shares recorded for a majority government, 34% of the total vote. This result is a sign of shifting political engagement and the rise of smaller parties, as Labour secured 411 seats despite the narrow vote share. Foreign policy and international tensions. UK-US tensions over tariffs and Greenland. A major diplomatic issue in 2026 stems from disagreements with the United States, specifically regarding Donald Trump's threats to impose tariffs on European allies, including the UK, over the status of Greenland. Starmer has publicly condemned what he described as wrong and unwarranted tariffs, emphasizing that these moves could harm UK-US relations. The US has threatened a 10% tariff starting February 1, 2026, increasing to 25% by June, unless a deal regarding the Arctic territory is reached. China's super embassy controversy. The UK government is poised to approve a large new Chinese embassy at Royal Mint Court in London, which would be Europe's largest at 20,000 square meters. The project has generated heated debate in Westminster, with critics raising concerns about potential espionage given the site's proximity to sensitive undersea data cables and the City of London. Starmer defends engagement with China while balancing national security concerns, as the decision looms ahead of his planned visit to Beijing. Party defections and the rise of Reform UK. Britain's populist Reform UK party, known for its strong stance on immigration and Euroscepticism, has continued to attract interest from those disillusioned with the Conservative Party, signalling ongoing realignments within the right-wing political spectrum. This reflects broader support for more populist platforms in the wake of the 2024 election. Parliamentary debates and domestic policies. In recent weeks, Parliament has been occupied by debates about national security and foreign interference, budgetary discussions in Scotland involving health and education policy, calls to reform healthcare waiting times, including proposals to eliminate 12-hour A&E waits, online safety legislation targeting child protection and social media usage. All of these underscore a government trying to balance progressive reforms with public demands for security and social accountability. Prince Harry's major court case. One of 2026's most high-profile legal proceedings involves Prince Harry, who has returned to the UK for a 9-week trial in London's High Court. He is suing Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Daily Mail, alleging decades of illegal information gathering, such as phone hacking and vehicle bugging. The case includes other public figures such as Sir Elton John and husband David Furnish, Elizabeth Hurley and Sadie Frost, Baroness Doreen Lawrence, Sir Simon Hughes. The press company denies wrongdoing, calling the allegations preposterous. Rumours and royal family relations. There are ongoing discussions in the media about Meghan Markle potentially returning to the UK for events like the Invictus Games, but experts suggest specific conditions regarding security and family dynamics remain speculative. Meanwhile, King Charles and Queen Camilla have been active in public engagements, championing the UK's regional media and local journalism. Housing and economic impact. The UK housing market is experiencing continuing growth. Rightmove has reported one of the largest January price increases on record, highlighting ongoing demand despite broader economic uncertainty. This trend reflects a tight housing market and rising living costs in major cities. Crime and public safety. Crime statistics and trends. Recent data indicate an estimated 9.4 million incidents of crime in England and Wales, March 2025. Significant increases in online fraud and cybercrime, which remains a primary threat. Targeted stop-and-search operations in cities like Manchester and Birmingham to reduce knife violence. Rising crime, especially knife crime and drug trafficking, is affecting public confidence. National initiatives like Operation Orochi have led to significant arrests in county lines drug networks. Civil unrest and protests. Ongoing public demonstrations tied to immigration policy have continued into 2026. Following the 2025 anti-immigration protests, which saw clashes in cities like London, Liverpool and Cardiff, tensions remain high. Some reports describe scenarios of unrest targeting asylum accommodations and mosques, prompting emergency government responses and strong statements from national leadership. International relations. India and Pakistan. The UK government has urged both India and Pakistan to de-escalate tensions following regional violence and cross-border incidents in May 2025. London has stressed the dangerous nature of escalation and encouraged diplomatic dialogue. Separate friction occurred when Pakistan summoned the UK's High Commissioner over a protest outside the Pakistani consulate in Bradford. Culture, sports and innovation. The 2026 calendar. Britain has a rich calendar of events planned for 2026, including Chinese New Year celebrations in London, Glasgow Film Festival and the Oxford and Cambridge Boat Race, Royal Ascot, the Grand National and the Manchester Marathon. Historic sporting moment in 2027. Manchester, Cardiff and London will host the Grand Depart of both the men's and women's Tour de France in 2027. This marks the first time both races will begin in the same foreign country, with the men's race visiting Edinburgh and Cardiff and the women's race finishing in London. Medical innovation. The NHS continues to innovate, following the 2025 milestone where a UK hospital performed advanced brain aneurysm treatments using Nautilus coil technology, increasing the safety of neurosurgical procedures. Media and public safety. The BBC remains a central news source, though its funding and objectivity remain under scrutiny. Simultaneously, the UK's mobile alert system continues to be a vital tool for public safety, used for weather warnings and emergency evacuations. Summary of the United Kingdom in 2026. Politics. A Labour government balancing reform with rising populism and US trade tensions. Economy. Housing pressures and crime levels impacting public confidence. Social cohesion. Intense debates over immigration and public safety. Culture. A vibrant calendar and historic sporting announcements like the 2027 Tour de France. Please like, share, subscribe, and click the bell icon.